thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today USA Boxing. True Media Today USA Boxing. We are back. Going into the new year, man. Stomping like a motherfucker, man. Next year gonna be a good. You know what, man? There's potential. There's some good news that can be going down next year, especially in boxing. I think some things are gonna have to get phased out. And I think once things get phased out and they collectivize, so to speak, you know what I mean? There's some kind of collectivization of certain things. The boxing fans, we ain't gonna always get what we want when we want it, but it is what it is. But I think things have a way of sorting itself out. We get to see who's who, what's what. You know what I mean? And I'll make it do what it do. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yes, sir. Give everybody a round of applause, man. As a matter of fact, hey, shout out to John B. Poetic. What's going on, fam? John B, what's going on, baby boy? Yes, sir. Man, it seems like we ain't went live in a long time. Hey, you know what? It seems like we haven't went live in a long time. Hey, shout out to Barbara. Barbara, what's going on, sis? It seems like we ain't went live. God damn, we went live, what, Friday? Yeah, we went live Friday. We didn't go Saturday. We didn't go Sunday. Yeah, I just dropped the interviews. But yeah. That damn boy, shit. You know what I mean? Anyways, man. I got hey, what you say? Shout out to Mark. He said I thought this accident could have been possibly staged, coach. Hey man, hey, we gonna get into that. Hey, Marky, we gonna get into that, fam. Shout out to Jamario Dixon, JD Garcia. Our money always getting money. Shout out to Marty King Boxing. What's going on, baby boy? Matthew Bishop, what the lick read, what's happening? You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Joseph, what's going on? Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Salute the World Comeback Sports. What's going on, brother? Salam alaikum. Hey, that's how he's, hey, when I was in the nation, we walk up in there. Yeah, salam alaikum. What's going on, black man, what's going on? Salam alaikum, black. You all right, brother? Brother, what's wrong, brother? Brother, you look like, it look like you having a swine withdrawal, brother. You ain't been backsliding, have you, brother? Have you been eating those pork skins, brother? Have you been backsliding, brother? You ain't been eating no swine, brother, have you? All right now, brother, just check it now. Any pork byproducts, brother? And what kind of toothpaste you brush your teeth with, brother? You do know that toothpaste Colgate has pork byproducts in it, brother. You know you brushing your teeth with swine. What kind of bristles that's in your toothbrush, brother? Is that boar's bristles? Because if you brush your teeth with boar's bristles, bristles, brother, you do know you brushing your teeth with swine, right, brother? Brother, let me see that hairbrush. Brother? This look like boar's pig bristles on here, brother. You brushing your head with swine too, brother? Yeah, man, it was a mud, but the struggle was real. The struggle was real when I was in the nation, but I ain't gonna lie, boy. We talking about 90, but we talking about 90 all the way to shit. I was in that business. What? I was in there from 90 to 2000. Yeah, I was in there from not 2000. Shit, 91 to 2000. Shit. 2016, so up in there. Yeah, about 2016. Yeah. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Anyway, man, let's get into the show. Shout out to Rick Tills. What's going on, man? Hey, what it say? Matthew said the struggle. He said the struggle is real in the field. Yeah, but I was terrible. But let me tell you something, bro. I was pro-black and militant. Super militant at the same time. I used to love Dr. Khalid Muhammad, so he was one of my hugest influence. Well, my mother first, and then Dr. Khalid Muhammad. So both of them was militant as hell. So yeah, but I was stupid. Anyway, let's get into boxing. Now, is there a conspiracy, guys, linking Errol Spence's third car accident? He don't got in 3. No, it's something about Errol Spence and cars that don't seem to work together. His third car accident and Jermell Charlo's broken hand. Is there a conspiracy going on, guys, with this here, right? You know, some people feeling some type of way. Some people feeling some type of way. Now, you know, Jermell Charlo is one of my favorite fighters inside of the ring. Outside of the ring, I'm not really too crazy about his personality. I think outside of the ring, I think Jermell Charlo is an emotional, I want to try to say this as respectfully as possible, but he reminds me of a woman that's on her menopause. That's what he reminds me of. Or he reminds me of a woman outside of boxing when he's talking because he's so angry all the time. He reminds me of a woman that's going through a menstrual cycle that has very, 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 from the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the severest, that you know, he's having stage 10, level 10 cramps. You know, like, guy's always mad, always angry. You know, he has this crazy look on his face where he twists his neck like this and his eyes look wide, and you know, I don't know if it's like he owns something. I don't know. You know, now if someone told me that Jermell Charlo was going through mental health issues, I do not find that hard to believe. True. Yeah, I definitely don't find that hard to believe. Listen, they can come to me right now. Yeah, man, you know, Jermell Charlo been clinically diagnosed, with having mental health issues. I say, yeah, I believe that. He ain't got to show. I definitely believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly, bro. True. Yeah, listen. I definitely believe that wholeheartedly. I'm like, yeah, man, something wrong with that. I don't know. They dropped him on his head or something wrong with that boy.
There's nothing that I can do. Sorry, I moved my camera. There's nothing that I can do other than just be patient. Let these boys keep talking that smack and me be who I am. Damn, phone number falling. I mean, my bad. Look.
Nigga look like he was about to cry right there. My bad, but look. Like he was about to cry. I said, is that nigga about to cry?
Now, do you retire or do you take one of the toughest fights of your career against a young black African-American stud who's been working his ass off since he was 8 years old? Do my brother put it out on the line then? So if not, then come see me. I want some smoke. I want it all, baby.
Now, but I like Jermell Charlo inside of the ring. Inside of the ring, you know, I ain't got no complaints from me. The dude gonna fight. Funny. The funny thing is, one of the funniest things I've seen was Tony Harris. Like, I became a huge fan of Tony Harris to this day. I'm a huge fan of Tony Harrison because the way he handled Jermell Charlo in the press conference. But the first fight and the second fight. But the second fight, he had Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo cried after he lost to Tony Harrison. So the trash talking that Tony Harrison was saying after he won the fight, that was hilarious. And then the second fight, man, listen, bro, he had Jermell Charlo was crying on the stage like he had a nervous breakdown. Oh man, they gotta help my dog, man. They gotta help my dog, man. My dog ain't, boy. I mean, it's just about him in the house, baby. What? And then the thing is, he rolls his neck when he talks. He's like, you know what I mean? He'll do like this here, and then he say, what he said to his brother when he was talking to his brother on the phone. He said, no, he was arguing with the people in the chat on Instagram Live. He said, I never turned down Canelo. I never turned down Canelo. He was talking about how his brother turned down the Canelo offer. You know what I mean? He said something about so what, Big Charlo? So what, Big Charlo? He said, so what, Big Charlo got I got a bigger house. No, he said something about Big Charlo, his brother's house, and he said my house smaller than Big Charlo, and it costs more. What? And the nigga rolled his neck like this and said, what? I say, man, I don't know what's wrong with them niggas, man. They rolling their necks. You know what I mean? Like, I just ain't never seen men roll their neck like that. I mean, men roll their neck like that before. I seen Errol Spence do it too. He was talking about Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford on the wrong side of the street. Terence Crawford on the wrong side of the street. He got, I bought for Showtime and Fox. He bought for ESPN. Only way that can work out, they're gonna have to get together and do something like, work that out between them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, God damn, what's up with these niggas from Dallas, Texas rolling their necks?
True.
Not all of them. I ain't saying all the Dallas Texas. I ain't gonna say that now, but I'm just saying those two guys. Anyway, let's get into this, man, because some people feeling some type of way about this now. Some people feeling some type of way about this here. Now, as of today, Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo, and Jermall Charlo are out of the ring with injuries. The two Charlo twins and their adopted brother, Errol Spence, all out with injuries. Errol Spence was supposed to fight in November. That's what he said. According to his own words, he said, Terence Crawford, I'm going to have a fight. I got to fight in November. Got the receipts. I got to fight in November with or without you. Come to find out he was lying. November has come and gone, and Errol Spence has gotten into a third car accident. As you guys know, they say a 14-year-old, a mysterious 14-year-old, stole somebody's car and stole his parents' car and just ran into him. That's what they say. They showed the car smashed up. He's sitting on the sidewalk. The car looked like it was total. He's sitting on the side on the curb. That's what they say. Have no proof of that, but hey, that's what they say. You know what I mean? Now, November has come and gone, guys, and Errol Spence has gotten to a third car accident, as we said before. He said that he won't be back until May or June of next year. Interesting. Jermall Charlo, who was scheduled to fight Macei Sulecki back in June or July of this year, coincidentally, Jermall pulled out of the fight because he said he had a back injury. I heard something totally different. From what I've learned, the ticket sales were not doing too well. The people of Houston, Texas was not going for it. They said, man, we is not buying no goddamn Jermall Charlo, fighting no goddamn Macei Sulecki. Somebody from Macy's, somebody who worked at Macy's, you know what I mean, who driving a Suzuki. Macei Suzuki, he's not fighting nobody named Macei Sulecki, right? And not only that, the people wasn't paying for it. And I said this on my Twitter feed that Stephen Espinosa responded to. He said, man, you got to stop spreading. He said, I thought you was more intelligent than that. And what Stephen Espinosa said to me on Twitter. He said, I thought you was more intelligent than that. You got to stop saying things like that. You should know better. Stephen, but you did not deny what I said. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Now, as I told you guys, Jermell Charlo was scheduled to fight Macei Sulecki back in June. And his last fight was June last year. But he said he had a back injury. Next thing you know, they showed him in the nightclub with some rappers. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with them. I don't know what it is with them boys over there in rappers in nightclubs drinking. But he was in the club with some rappers, and they was throwing it up, and I guess representing that gang. They said, you know what I mean. And it is what it is. Now, nigga, I thought your back was hurting. Man, Sulecki said he was ready to put them paws on you.
True.
Nigga, Sulecki was ready. You know what I need to do? I gotta get Sulecki out here. Sulecki said, I'm ready to put these paws on you, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury has inspired the colonizers. Listen, he said, man, Tyson Fury been whooping, he been whooping brothers' ass left and right. And shit. He gave me hope. He gave me hope that I can pull off the upset against Jermall Charlo. Sources say. I don't know how true that is. Sources say. Shout out to Bruce Gas, man. Shout out to Bruce Gas, World Combat Sport. Sources say. I don't know how true that is now. We gotta say sources say. You know what I mean? So Macei Sulecki wanted to put paws on my dog Jermall, and mysteriously he pulled out the fight. That's what they say. You know what I mean? Now, as I said before, guys, Jermall hasn't fought since June of 2021. Now, Jermell Charlo has mysteriously broken his left hand 1 month before he was scheduled to fight Tim Tzsyu. Now, they did have a press conference. It was a Zoom call press conference, and I heard the ratings flopped. That's what I heard, right? According to Jermell Charlo, he broke his left hand in sparring. He said an MRI revealed that he broke his hand in 2 places. So, 3 of the PBC's biggest stars are out due to injury. And there's no telling when Errol Spence and the Charlos will be back in action. Now, Jermall Charlo did say he'll be back in March. Opponent has yet to be determined. We don't know that, right? And we know anytime lately when this fight's announced with them, you just never know. You got to wait till the day come to find out if the fight going to happen or not. Because it's known for getting canceled or rescheduled and or getting canceled and this like that right before the fight, right? This been the trend lately going on, right? So three of their biggest stars, and there's no telling when they're going to come back to the ring after they've been out, right? Now, some fans are starting to wonder if this was planned by the head honcho himself, Mr. Al Heyman. Some boxing fans believe Jermell Charlo is playing possum. What's playing possum? Meaning he's faking. He's playing dead. You know, you playing possum. You faking like you're dead. You know, possums are fake like they dead, right? So, you know, many believe that he's playing possum, that he's faking. And they want to see the x-rays. Nigga, show the x-rays. We don't believe you. We think this is the convenient reason for you to pull out of a fight because the budget ain't there. Interesting. Is this a coincidence, guys? Or just a case of bad luck from the three of the top guys at the PBC? What do you guys think? Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Shout out to let's hit the likes up, man. We're gonna open up the phone lines today, man. We're gonna open up the phone lines today. I gotta take my son to karate, so we're not going to, you know what I mean? I can't do the show for 3 hours, you know what I mean? But I gotta take my son to karate, so we're gonna try to make this make this straight and to the point, right? Now, question I want to ask you guys is, what do you guys think? Because I got some things I want to show. Now, you know I come packing a Tommy gun. You know when I ask a question, it's loaded with answers. You know when I ask a question, it's loaded with answers. You understand what I'm saying? We just gonna find out, you know what I mean? Is this the old 52 fake out? Double reverse throw. Hey, German for life he catches bullets with his teeth. Now I'm sick. I'm hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the what's up. Legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catching bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Man, boy, hush. Catching bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please. Show up with having it. Show up with having it, boy. You're like, nigga, please. Like, look. Show up. But the what's up? But that's classic there, boy. That's classic there, boy. That's classic. I don't care, boy. But that's top 5 dead or alive.
True.
That's top, but that's classic right there, boy. Bruce Leroy. hey, doggone Bruce Leroy. Oh, hey, Bruce Leroy. Boy, that was hilarious, boy. Oh man. Boy, that right there, boy. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy. That right there was hilarious. Now, I'm wondering now, I heard it through the grapevine. No, a lot of these guys, they don't look at Fox Business or Yahoo Finance. So I'm going somewhere with this. We're gonna open up the phone lines. We got to get the lights up. But I'm going somewhere with this. I wanna, you know, are the conspiracy theorists, are they right? Because every time they call them somebody a conspiracy theorist, 9 times out of 10, the people who they say they are the conspiracy theorists are right. So conspiracy theorists, people, we know when you got like your government or people saying you're a conspiracy theorist, that's their way of deflecting. Like, you know, they ain't gonna say you lying. Oh man, this is a conspiracy theory right here. This is a conspiracy theory. That's their way of trying to discredit you. No. And then kind of find out years later, the shit that they dismiss as a conspiracy theory, kind of find out the people who told you it was a conspiracy theory was telling the truth, but the people who know they're telling the truth don't want to come out and say it because, you know, they don't want to go against, you know what I mean? They don't want to admit that they was wrong, so they got to continue to run with it. But anyways, hold on, got to blow my nose. But I'm going to tell you what's not a conspiracy. I'm going to tell you what's not a conspiracy. This right here. Now, Paramount considers discontinuing Showtime streaming service, merging with Paramount Plus. Anybody know the thing about Paramount Plus? Anybody? Anybody know the thing about Paramount Plus? Anybody? Hey, shout out to D. He say, damn, coach, how young is you? Oh, man, I'm 48 years old, man. I'm up there, baby boy. I'm up there. I'll be 49 real soon. 49 real soon. I'm up there, baby boy. Now, you get what I'm saying, though? Now, this is what's not a conspiracy. Now, everybody's familiar with Showtime. What you know about Showtime? Do you know that Showtime is owned by someone? Do anybody know that? Anybody know that? This is what's not a conspiracy. This is what's not a conspiracy. But let's continue. Paramount considers discontinuing Showtime streaming service, merging with Paramount Plus. Move would bring together two entertainment companies offering in a crowded sector. What does this have to do with boxing? Okay, I'm finna tell you what it got. Well, no, what does this have to do with Jermell Charlo, and Errol Spence? What the hell does a white-owned company by the name of Paramount, which owns another white-owned company by the name of Showtime, who puts money up for a black and white-owned company by the name of the PBC? What does this have to do with that? The fighters. Interesting. Let's see. As you can see, this was written by Jessica of the Wall Street Journal. See, we know a lot of people, a lot of people in boxing, they don't look at this, they don't look at financial stuff. I do. I look at financial stuff all the time. Now, as you can see right here, let's go right here, yada. Now, Paramount Global is considering discontinuing its Showtime streaming service and shifting its content into Paramount Plus, according to people familiar with the situation. A move that would streamline the company's offerings amid a crowd of competitors. Showtime's $10.99 per month service features programming for a premium channel, including Billions and Yellow Jackets. They're going to talk about the shows that's doing very, very well on Showtime. It said discussions inside the company to fold that service into Paramount Plus are still early, the people said. Oh, but I got some more information to piggyback off of this, though. This article was written, I think, a couple of months ago, right? It is becoming more difficult for smaller streaming services such as Showtime to compete in a sector full of options for consumers. Let's read that again. It is becoming more difficult for smaller streaming services such as Showtime to compete in a sector full of options for consumers. What does this have to do with the fighters? I'm going to tell you right now. From established players such as Netflix and Amazon to newer areas such as NBC's Universal's Peacock and Paramount Plus. NBC considers cutting back programming hours in prime time. Okay? Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. It said across the industries, companies are looking for how to improve their pitch to consumers, from bundling to pricing to examining which products should arrive in the marketplace. Warner Brothers Discovery has said it would combine its Disney. So it's talking about the other companies that's talking about combining and doing stuff, right? And what does this have to do? Lord have mercy. Let's look at this right here, boy. Oh, it got old Jake Paul right there. You see, they got Jake Paul right here. They got Jake Paul right here. This is the Showtime star crown right here, Jake Paul. This is their number one player, Jake Paul. This is their number one player right here, Jake Paul, Showtime, right? For Paramount, combining the two streaming services may require complex negotiations with cable and satellite TV providers who carry the Showtime TV channel. Paramount has broached the deal of closing the standalone Showtime service in conversations with at least one major TV partner, some have said. Now, there's a lot of fighters on the PBC that primarily fights on Showtime. If Showtime is closed by their parent company, Paramount, what's going to happen? Did anyone ask that? Anyone? They also own BET Plus, all this other stuff right here. Here you go, right here. They say Paramount added 3.7 million subscribers globally in the quarter that ended in June. The company's other streaming services, which include Showtime, BET Plus, and its Noggin children's streaming app, lost 2.4 million subscribers. So that means if Showtime, BET Plus, and Noggin lost 2.4 million subscribers, that means these are failing companies within the company. They're failing. So what they're going to do is Paramount going to merge them and cut their losses and say, look, we got to trim the fat, get rid of this stuff right here, man. This ain't doing nothing. Interesting. It's a whole lot going down, guys. A whole lot going down. You're going to find out what it is. As a matter of fact, it's a whole lot going down right here. Where am I going at? But what does this have to do with Jermell Charlo, Errol Spence, and any other fighter that's miraculously fights get canceled? This guy hurt his pinky toe. Oh, you know, this guy broke his fingernail. This guy, you know, hey man, my back hurting. I had to pull out the Sulecki fight because my back hurting. You know, this, that right there. So some people have a right to think that, you know, this is just too coincidental. This is just too coincidental. That's what some people are saying. That's what some people are saying. Now the issue is this. He said, nah, coach, those apps can be accessed inside Plus now. Yeah, I get that. But my thing is this here. The issue is this. Paramount, through via Showtime, is responsible for what? They put the budget up for, like any fight that you see, for the most part, that mostly been going on Showtime, they put the money up for it. The white man. So what happens when the white man decides, hey man, I ain't got no budget for y'all on your little boxing thing. I ain't really got no budget for y'all. I ain't got no money to be putting up for that shit. So you can still do the fight, but you're gonna have to pay for it yourself out of your pocket. Hey, yo, what up? This is Jermall the Hitman Charlo. You know, y'all know what it is. Who want it? Jermall, shut that dumb ass shit up. Yo, what's up, Al? Hey, listen, hey, you know what? Listen, man, things ain't looking too good right now. Shaking that booty meat over here. The Sulecki fight. Yeah, I can't wait to put them paws on them. Yeah, you're not gonna have that fight right now. We're gonna have to reschedule that fight to a later date. Yeah, well, what day we gonna schedule it to? I'll let you know. But what we gonna do? We gonna put out a statement and say that you hurt your back. Ain't nothing wrong with my back. Yeah, some gonna be wrong with your back. If you don't go along with the program, you hurt your back. I sources say. Again, I gotta say sources say, because I really don't know now. I don't know, you know what I mean? I hear things. Sources say that this is how these things go down. You know what I mean? When the money ain't there, you know what I mean? And the white man don't want to put the money up for the brother man, in order to host the brother man's fights, then the brother man got to, mysteriously cancel his fights. That's what they say. True. That's what they say. You know what I mean? So let's go over here. Now let's go over here. Let's look up here. Let's keep going. Let's go down the yellow brick road. Now let's go down the yellow brick road. Now, Mike Coppinger, y'all know who Mike Coppinger is, right? Mike Coppinger, ESPN's very own. Jermell Charlo breaks left hand. Title bout versus Tim Tzsyu postponed. This is Christmas Eve, right? Jermell Charlo suffered, this is a month before the fight. Jermell Charlo suffered a broken left hand, and his January 28th undisputed junior middleweight title fight against Tim Tzsyu has been postponed. Charlo announced Saturday. The fight for Charlo's 154-pound titles, which was set to take place in Las Vegas, will be rescheduled. Now, another thing, too. Jermell Charlo is not can't sell flies to shit. And I hate to say that, because he's a phenomenal fighter, but he doesn't really have any fans. He fought Brian Castano for undisputed in New York, and in Carson, California, and bro, they had like 8,000 people out there to see him, man. You get what I'm saying? I don't understand it. Like, this guy's doing phenomenal things in boxing. Next year will be 16 years he's been a pro. Next year will be 16 years he's been a pro, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think Jermell Charlo turned pro a year before Jermall Charlo. And, he said he don't get the respect he deserves. Now, he don't get the respect he deserves because of his attitude. He got an effed up attitude. That is true. Boy got a fucked up attitude for real, though. But, yeah, it is what it is. But let's continue. The fight for Charlo's 154-pound titles, which was set to take place in Las Vegas, will be rescheduled. Jermall Charlo said, I was sparring and I threw this nice punch, and as soon as it landed, I knew something was wrong, said Charlo, whose twin brother Jermall is the WBC middleweight champion. They had to throw him in there. They had to throw 160 is my weight division. I want to unify. They had to throw Mr. I want to unify in there, right? He said, I felt my hand throbbing right away. I had 2 x-rays and an MRI to see what was wrong. It showed it was broken in 2 places. He said, I hate this feeling. My hand would be in the cast for 2 months. I'm disappointed as the fans, maybe more, because this is my first chance to defend the undisputed titles. Charlo's hand is broken between the pinky and the ring finger, and also in the base of his thumb. Interesting. The injury occurred during a sparring session on Tuesday in Houston. Once the cast is removed, Charlo, 35-1 with 1 loss, 19 KOs, will rehabilitate his hand. Charlo, 32, not 32, 32, unified all 4 junior middleweight titles. We do know that, right? We do know that. He put them paws on Brian Castano. Put them paws on him, right? Tim Tzsyu, 21-0 with 15 KOs, is the son of legendary Hall of Fame boxer Costa Tszyu. The 28-year-old Australian made his U.S. debut in March with their unanimous decision victory over Terrell, right? Terrell Gasha, or whatever the case may be, right? And he's ranked number 4 in the junior middleweight division. He said, I'm very disappointed, Tim Tzsyu said. I felt like the stars aligned for undisputed, but we've moved on. I'm ready to take on the next mandatory challenger. I'll be back for Charlo once he is ready and healed. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Outside of the narco, he said, interesting. John B. say, show us the x-rays. Show us the x-rays, Jermell.
I want you to call me.
Yeah, man. Anyways, man. Hey, shout out to my sister Bless 365. 160 is my weight division.
I'm sorry?
160 is my weight division. I want to unify. I want to get Golovkin in the ring. I want to bring him to Houston. You know what I'm saying? I want to get Canelo out here to Houston. If they really to come down to 160, this is my weight division.
Yeah, man. I want to unify. I want to unify. Yes, sir. I want to unify. Let's go right here though. I remember the time. Remember that song by Michael Jackson? Do you remember the time you questioned Brian Castano's injury? Do you remember the time? Remember that time that doggone Brian Castano and Jermell Charlo was fixing to fight each other, and I said it right, They were fixing to fight each other, and Brian Castano had to reschedule the fight, pull out of the fight because he had a bicep injury, and Brian Castano and Jermell Charlo said that, I mean, he ain't got no injury. You know, he on steroids. He on PEDs. He trying to cycle off the PEDs. That's what that is. He said something of that sort, right? Y'all remember that? Remember when Brian Castano and Jermell Charlo was going to fight? Remember they had to reschedule it. I'm talking about the second time. They rescheduled the fight, and Jermell Charlo accused Brian Castano of faking the injury because he needed time to cycle off for whatever he was on. Y'all remember that? Interesting. Sources say that the same guy that accused Brian Castano of pulling out of the fight and rescheduling it, faking the injury, sources, because he's trying to cycle off, sources say that Jermell Charlo they say there ain't no phone, the rabbit got the gun. Sources say Jermell Charlo is doing the same goddamn thing he accused Brian Castano of doing. True. Hey, man, what's good for the gander is good for the goose, right? Surely, if you believe that Brian Castano was playing possum, he really wasn't hurt, and he was cycling off something like Jermell Charlo said, surely if you believe that, surely you would not have a double standard or a racial double standard and say something totally different for Jermell Charlo. Surely you wouldn't do that. Not in the boxing community. The boxing community don't believe in double standards and hypocrisy, do they? True. Surely they don't do that. The boxing community always keep it straight. They don't, they don't show bias, and the boxing community don't do that. My thing is this. Shit, if you want me to believe that Brian Castano faked the injury in order to cycle off of whatever he was on, guess what? Who to say that Jermell Charlo is above reproach? Is it a possibility that Jermell Charlo is doing the same thing that he accused Brian Castano of doing?
True, true, true.
Or maybe because that ain't possible because he's black. Interesting. Let's continue. Now let's go to Brian Castano. Brian Castano said, "I hope Twin Charlo presents medical evidence supporting that that the injury he mentions is real for Tim Tzsyu fight. You never know with Tim, meaning Charlo. In any case, he said he now will learn that injuries do occur in boxing. What goes around comes around." Now, what is Brian Castano saying right here? What does he mean right here by saying this? He said, "I hope Twin Charlo presents medical evidence supporting that the injury he mentions is real for the Tim Tzsyu fight." What does he mean by that? Isn't that what Jermell Charlo said? The Brian Castano? I don't believe you. You got to show the medical evidence. Yeah, you showed the picture where you just have your hand wrapped up and what appeared to be a cat. Yeah, you showed that, but what the fuck that mean? He said, "Do you believe that, or are you playing as devil's advocate?" I believe. This is what I believe. I believe whatever Jermell Charlo accused Brian Castano of, I believe he could be doing the same goddamn thing he's accusing him of. That's what I believe. I hope that answers your question. That's what I believe. Whatever he accused Brian Castano of, I believe that's what he's doing.
True, true, true.
If it's good, if it's good for the other guy, it got to be good for the guy I like too, right? He's not above reproach. He's one of my favorite fighters, but shit, if you're going to accuse somebody of some shit, guess what? You could be doing the exact same thing you accuse him of. Am I wrong? So Brian Castano was told that he needed to present evidence supporting that he had a bicep injury. So Brian Castano is doing the same thing to Jermell Charlo that Jermell Charlo did to him. And then he come back and say, in any case, he now will learn that injuries do occur in boxing. So he let them know, my baby boy, listen, you do get injured in boxing. You didn't believe me when I said I had an injury. Now you want us to believe you when you say you have an injury. Do you see the double standards in that? Shout out to Thug and D. Shout out to Thug and D. D-Well, what do you say? You say Jermell stopped Castano for undisputed so he could pipe down. Yeah, hey, you know what? Hey, D-Well, those are the facts.
True.
Hey, those are the facts. He did stop him now. He stopped him dead in his tracks. I won some money on that fight too. I won some money on that fight there too. Want some money on that fight. Yes, sir. Damn so did. I won some money on that fight there. Shout out to Jackie Gardner. Jackie, what you say? You say Chestnut 813, the area he said he damaged isn't cast. Okay. D1, he said those are the facts. Yeah. Those are the facts. Yeah. Anyways, I just think it's interesting that 3 of their top fighters are out. All of them got injuries right before their fights. I wonder, do you get what I'm saying? I've been, as a matter of fact, let me do it. Let me take this a step further. Who knows? Time will tell. Fact of the matter is, Jermell Charlo probably won't be back till next summer sometime. Maybe August, maybe even September. Who knows? Spence said he won't be back till May or June. So, okay. And then Jermall Charlo, he said he's gonna be back in March or April. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Now, Tank Davis is the one that got to hold the ship down. Old label carrying, what they call on Tank? They call Tank Davis old label carrying ass dude. He got to carry. Tank Davis is responsible for carrying the entire label on his back. Tank is responsible. Don't worry about it. I'll just put the whole company on my back. I carry the company. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this dude Hector Garcia. And then once I get through him, then I want to go right at Ryan Garcia. I'm gonna carry the entire PBC on my back. I think Tank Davis gonna do that. I think Tank Davis gonna do that. Tank gonna carry Tank gonna put the whole hog on his back and carry it. That's what they say. Shout out to Tyrese. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said check mail. Yeah, your check mail to what he showed proof. Yeah, he showed his hand in the cast, right? He showed his hand in the cast. I think he showed his hand in the cast. Shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I would say Swift. You say PBC experiences more coincidences, tragedies, and miracles than a children's storybook. He said, given their track record, he said that should have been ecstatic to let the hedge funds finance the Errol and Crawford fight. Interesting. I don't know, man. My thing is, be careful what you accuse of. See, I'm always watchful of when you accuse somebody else of doing something. A lot of times that could be you deflecting because you're doing the same shit that you're accusing them of. None of these fighters are above reproach. None of them. Doesn't matter who it is. None of them are above reproach. So, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. That's what it is. But let's see. Jermell Charlo. Let's go right here, guys. Jermell Charlo showed his medical report. December 23rd, 2022. Jermell Deontay Charlo. It says, to whom it may concern, Jermell Charlo was seen at my clinic on December the 23rd, 2022. He has sustained a left scaphoid fracture and a fifth metacarpal base fracture. He will be placed in short-term cast at this time. It is my recommendation that Jermell should refrain from upper extremity training that involve impact for 2 months. So this is what my main man name is. Brian Castano, sir. Jermell Charlo has just produced that for you. You said you wanted him to show his medical proof. And this is, let me let you guys see who this came from now. This came from Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. So according to Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, this right here is official. This is in Sugar Land, Texas, and this is their phone number on here, right? So anybody who don't believe it, they can call the number right here. This is official. So Brian Castano, sir, I hope that this satisfies your request. That's what I hope. Shout out to Tyrese. What to say, family? Say doctors notice too. Yeah. I see that. As a matter of fact, hold on. I see that. And as a matter of fact, this the man hand swollen right here. You know, I broke my hand before too. What's hand I broke? I broke the right hand. I broke the bone right here. Kind of like fractured it right here. I guess his hand look, I guess it looked kind of swollen. I guess his hand looked kind of swollen right there. Look kind of swollen right. Yeah, it do. It looks swollen right there. Looks swollen right there, but you know, it is what it is. So I hope Brian Castano was happy. Hope he's happy. I don't know, you get what I mean? I mean, he ought to knock you out, so. But I hope he's happy. He said, shout out to Swift. He said, shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, kid steals his parents' car and smashes into the front of Errol's vehicle. Interesting. Hey, you know what, man? Hey, Brian Castano, Interesting.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, what you say, Keno? You say makes sense because Tank and Ryan really in the class of their own in terms of punching power at 135. But at least Ryan got the frame. It don't make no sense for Tank to hit that hard. Oh my dog, Keno. Shots fired.
True.
There go doggone Keno. That's my dog. But that's my dog, boy. My dog, Keno boy, motherfucker boy. Hey, we need 51 likes. 51 likes. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I need 51 more likes. We got over 300 people in here. We got 350 people in here, man. We gotta get over. But I need 51 likes. 51 is the price of entry today. Yeah, man, it is what it is. Hey, what to say? You say Zoo and Fundora, 2023. Yeah, because Tim Tzsyu got to continue to fight. He got to continue to fight. He got to continue to fight. He got to continue to fight. My thing is this here. From this point forward, fighters shouldn't be accusing. Like, I didn't agree with Tank Davis accusing Ryan Garcia of using PEDs neither. Like, dude, if you ain't got no proof of that shit, man, don't be saying that shit because the same thing that you could be accusing them of, you could be doing your damn self. You get what I'm saying? So, Jermell Charlo showed proof that he broke his hand. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He gonna be out for a minute. It's a shame because they could have Jermell Charlo should have had another fight in October because he became undisputed in April, if I'm not mistaken, and he could have fought 6 months later in October. He could have fought 6 months later in October, right? But shortly after he became undisputed, he released a post or something on social media saying that he won't be back to the ring until January. So there's something that my good friend Steve Kim talked about. These fighters today are just so inactive. The top fighters, if you look at the top fighters, all of them are inactive. They fight once a year or once every 18 months or something of that sort. The top fighters. Shit. Just look at them. The top fighters, especially in the welterweight division. We like to call the welterweight division the welterweight division. You know what I mean? Because the top guys only fighting once a year. That's it. So inactivity is, in my opinion, the biggest hindrance to any of the fighters. Inactivity. Inactivity is the biggest hindrance to any of the fighters. Inactivity is the biggest hindrance. The biggest hindrance. The biggest. You see what I'm saying? D-Web he said let Tim Tzsyu fight Tony Harris. Yeah, but you know what though? That's gonna be up to Al Heyman. You gotta understand, these fighters don't make their own fights, D-Web. You get what I'm saying? Tony Harrison is property of Al Heyman, the PBC. And Tim Tzsyu, I think he is property of his handlers. So it makes sense for me and you to say that. Yeah, man, we need to see him fight Tony Harrison, but do the powers that be? The powers that be. If I'm a betting man, D-Web, I think Tim Tzsyu will have a fight in Australia. I think he'll have a fight in Australia. I think he'll have a fight in Australia. That's what I think. You see what I'm saying? But you're right though. That'd be a good fight. Tony Harris, I love Tony Harris now. Now Tony Harrison now he is kind of chinny a little bit. Now he is kind of chinny, and he does gasses out at the end. He does gasses out at the end. So but he'll box the hell out of you, boy. That dude can box, boy. Listen, that dude can box. Tony Harrison can box. You know what I thought about, guys? One of my favorite fighters is Marvelous Marvin Hagler, right? I was watching. I want to say this was 1980 when Marvin Hagler became the middleweight champion of the world. He had to go to London. I think he had to go to the UK, and he fought Alan Minter. And when Hagler first fought for the title on his 50th professional fight, he got robbed, and they scored it a draw. They scored the fight a draw, right? And then Hagler said from that point forward, he said, I would never let anytime I get in the ring and fight, I'll never let my fights go to the scorecards again. And he had a couple that went to the scorecards after that. But he stopped Minter in the third round in the UK. You know what they did in the UK? They were so mad that because he split him. He cut him in one eye, cut him on another eye, had his nose bleed. Like Hagler was taking a crime to him in them 3 rounds, beating the brakes off of him. Now, Minter was landing some blows and stuff too, right? But Hagler wasn't playing. Throwing that lead right hand, went to southpaw on him. He went to work. And they went to throwing bottles, beer cans in the ring. 1980. They went to throwing that there, right? This is why I got so much respect for Hagler. An American, he went abroad. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna stop this dude. This shit ain't going. We ain't gonna worry about no judges. I'm not letting it go. They had to rush Hagler out of the ring and get him to the locker room. Howard Cosell was commentating. Howard Cosell wanted Hagler to come over and talk to him, right? They had to rush him to the locker room. The fans in the UK was throwing bottles and beer and every goddamn. They was spitting and everything. I'm dead ass serious. Shout out to Strategy. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dubbing your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what did it say? You said I saw something where Tim Tzsyu said he'll fight mandatories while Charlo is out. Not wanting to fight less competition. Okay. Yeah. You know what, on Strategy? Yeah, I think he did say that. He said something of the sort. He'll fight the next guy in line, you know. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. Bruce Gas. Alonzo Amazing. What'd you say, fam? Alonzo Amazing. What'd you say? You say Tony Harrison and Tevin Farmer, real slick defensive boxers. They got real sweet moves compared to everyone else that is popular. Yeah. You see, them slick boxers are really good at setting traps. Them slick boxers are very, very good at setting traps. They trap counter game is on point. You say Harrison asked for the Tim Tzsyu fight on his Twitter. Yeah. I shout out D-Well. Yeah, but this is the thing, though. D-Well. If you know that he's property of Al Heyman, right? Or the PBC, then you automatically know where I'm going at, fam. He can ask for whatever he want to ask for. But somebody got to put the money up for the fight. That's one. And then two, it got to get the approval of the people who he worked for. Now, I know promoters are supposed to work for fighters, but we know that ain't true in the sport of boxing. True. We know that ain't true in the sport of boxing. Promoters don't work for fighters. Fighters work for promoters. Yeah. Keenan said, I want to see Fundora versus Harrison. Call Al Heyman, Keenan. See, can you get in contact with Al Heyman? See, can you make that happen? King KO said Fundora will put Harrison to sleep. I don't know, man. We'll have to see that. We'll have to see that fight. Styles make fights. What you say, Fee on the tube? You say boxers back then, different animals. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, though? So what I'm saying, Fee, is I remember that. And as a matter of fact, let's do this. I want to show y'all one more thing. And I think the reason why Jermell Charlo went ahead and showed it because fans were questioning his injury. Now this is Boxing News 24. If you don't know anything about Boxing News 24, this is a pro PBC website. Some would say that someone that works for the PBC directly controls this website right here. But anyways, fans say Jermell Charlo faking broken hand to avoid Tim Tzsyu nightmare. Want to see x-rays. Oh, they want to see the x-rays. Okay, interesting. So fans on social media are saying Jermell Charlo is faking his broken left hand to weasel out of having to defend his undisputed light middleweight championship against the powerful nightmarish. Look at the word. Look at the words they use. The powerful nightmarish WBO mandatory challenger Tim Tzsyu on January 28th in Las Vegas. I'm not impressed with Tim Tzsyu myself. I'm not impressed with him. So, I got mail, he got knocked down his last fight, but that don't mean anything. Knockdowns happen in boxing. But I ain't, I don't see nothing special about him myself. You get what I'm saying? But he gets hit a lot too. But we'll see. But I don't know if Jermell could take Tim Tzs유's punch, but we'll see. Anyways, in the press release last week, it was revealed that 32-year-old Jermell Charlo had suffered 2 broken bones in his left hand while sparring in the previous week. He said the question is, would Charlo fake an injury to give the slip to Tim Tzsyu to avoid getting beaten by him? A legion of fans on social media seem to think so. Tim Tzsyu was the counterpuncher that could wreck Charlo's short ring as the undisputed champion and stop the money train in his tracks by knocking out the famous 4-belt champion. 4-belt, no, you mean undisputed champion. He's undisputed champion. Okay. Jermell is one of the nouveau rich, living a glorious lifestyle in his mansion in Texas, driving Lambos with suicide doors. You know what I mean? Back end money by the millions. Oh man, some say he get 30, 40, 50 million on the back end. Sources say, right? It said beautiful cars, sharp clothes, and living the lifestyle that fans can only dream about on credit. However, Tim Tzsyu, 21-0 with 15 KOs, is someone that can ruin all of that by beating, knocking him out and taking over and taking the perch as the king of 154-pound division. So fans say according to Boxing News 24, fans say they want to see X-rays. The doubting boxing fans on social media are demanding to see X-rays of the hand because they believe Charlo has a fake injury and is trying to stall Tim Tzsyu out until he gives up or gets beaten while taking a tune-up fight in the process. Okay, so this okay, all right. So it says showing the X-rays of the broken limb would be a wise thing for Charlo to do at this point because boxing fans will remain doubtful about his injured left hand until he does. Boxing fans, huh? Boxing fans is a motherfucker, boy. Boxing fans ain't never satisfied, boy. Sign the contract, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. You do know that he said he was just playing. Oh, man, I was just playing, man. I was just playing, man. Ain't nobody gonna be taking that. Come to find out they weren't playing for real. They offered 35%, no guarantee. They weren't playing, they were dead serious. True. Said, I ain't no playing. Anyways, some fans say that Jermell made sure he didn't lose to Tim Tzsyu by coming down with their broken hand to escape his fate. But I will say this: the fans in boxing have some very creative imaginations, boy. Boy, the fans in boxing, boy, Charlo hurt his left hand the previous week, but didn't report it until late last week. Okay, but the boxing fans is something else. This dude right here say those people demanding to see X-rays of Jermell Charlo's broken hand are not fans. You know, he say they are the same trolls and haters that question the torn retina and Errol Spence's suffered eye, right? And some of these are the same people. You know, but like the boxing fans are a mother. He ducking, signed the contract. These are boxing fans. He ain't getting injured. That's what they say, right? That's what they say. But they have a reason to be suspicious. But boxing fans have a reason to be suspicious. And what's good for the gander is good for the goose, right? Shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Drop it out of half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
We need 13 more likes. 13 more likes is the price of entry. We need 13 more likes. 13 more likes is the price of entry. Got to get the phone lines open. Let y'all call in. What to say, Swift? You say these boxers work for the promoters. Facts. The promoters are doing a piss poor job promoting and star making. Facts. He say Charlos and EJ should be stars. Facts. He say Tank is the star thanks to Floyd Promotions. You know what? Floyd Mayweather did a phenomenal job with Tank Davis. He did do that. He did a phenomenal job with Tank Davis because a lot of Tank Davis's fans are Floyd Mayweather fans. A lot of Tank Davis's fans are Floyd Mayweather fans. And, you know, so Tank Davis inherited a fan base through Floyd Mayweather. But not only that, Tank Davis also was a phenom coming out of the DMV area, coming out of B-More, and he boxed in DC and all that stuff there in different tournaments. So he already had that, you know, he was connected to the Petersons, Lamont Peterson, Anthony Peterson. You know, a lot of people was coming in there sparring him. Tank had developed a cult-like following already in his area. So Tank had to lock down B-More, with his status already. You get what I'm saying? So Floyd was able to take it and, you know, put a little bit of like I said before on there. And he took Tank, polished him up, mix him with the dude from DC. What the dude from DC name? Booger Ray Leonard.
True.
Gave it to my dog Booger Ray. Gave him to my dog Booger Ray. And Booger Ray. Oh no. And Booger Ray gave it to my dog Booger Ray. And Booger Ray and Booger Ray made it do what it do. You see what I'm saying? Booger Ray told everybody that Tank was a star, and they say, you know, Tank is a star.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Now I'm gonna say this. I don't question, me personally, I don't question Jermell Charlo. All I'm saying is, and this should be a lesson to Jermell Charlo, you accuse Brian Castano of faking an injury. And the same things that the fans are requesting you to do were the same things that you requested Brian Castano to do. So my thing is, if you don't have proof of anything, sometimes it's just best not to say nothing. That's all I'm saying. Right? You know, making unwarranted accusations. That's all I'm saying. Hey, shout out to Boxing Gyms. Now, the bummer is this. The 154-pound division is going to be on hold. I mean, from a title standpoint, Jermell Charlo probably going to come back to June next year. Or maybe longer. So, Pandora's, the Lubins, the Tim Tzsyu, the Castaños, the other guys are going to have a round robin. The Tony Harrison, those guys are going to have a round robin. Right? That's the bummer part right there. But the man broke his hand in 2 places, so it is what it is. Fans say they want to see x-rays. You know, Jermell Charlo, you know, maybe he'll show the x-rays, maybe he won't. I don't know. But the same people who I say this. The boxing fans have a right to feel the way they want to feel. Boxing fans are very, very fickle, especially over here in America. Very cult-like. And fans, once they cling on to a fighter, they see what they want to see, hear what they want to hear, believe what they want to believe, and it's subjective to their feelings and emotions to their favorite fighter. So I get it. I understand. I don't try to wrestle with it. You know, it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Marquis say Super 6 or something in all weight classes. Yeah. I mean, if you was the sanctioning body, Marquis, that'd be cool. If you were the sanctioning body, but you're not. I'm not. You get what I'm saying? So I feel where you're coming from. I feel the same way you feel. They should have a tournament in all the weight divisions. And you know what I think they should do too? Every fighter should fight a minimum of 2 times a year. What you say? You say they need to do that. They need to do that in the 147-pound division too. Absolutely. Nobody get no pass. Nobody get no pass. They need to do that. But kind of like the Super 6 series that Andre Ward and Carl Froch and all them fought in. Kind of like that, right? Yeah. Cause it separate the wheat from the tear. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Then in the welterweight division, Spence hurt. So we're gonna see Crawford say he want to fight 2-3 times next year. We're gonna see how that works out. Probably gonna be with BLK Prime. If I was him, that's why I fight at. Just stay over there, fight over there with them. Fight on a fight-by-fight basis. Fuck it. They got the money they paying. Fuck it. Fight your mandatories over there too. They come up. Shout out to True Gritter. Cause them the only motherfuckers gonna pay you right now. Everybody else waiting. I want to say Boxing Gym, you say inactivity definitely not working. No, and see, this is the thing too, right? Inactivity doesn't work. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is why these fighters are balloon up in weight in between fights. Because if you have one fight this year and then you don't fight till 8-9 months later, guess what? There's no incentive for you to probably keep training or whatever the case may be. There's no incentive for you to probably keep training. So what happens is you let your weight blow up, You know, if you're the type of person that like to drink and go to the club, you're gonna drink, go to the club, chill with the homeboys. But if you have an active schedule, shout out to my dog, True Grit, what's going on, baby boy? If you have an active schedule, fam, you know, you always keep the machine well oiled. I was watching a fight on Christmas, 1963, Hurricane Carter versus Georgie Benton. Georgie Benton is the famous, you know, he's known for the shoulder roll. Hold on. Let me see what's up. Oh, okay. Hey, shout out to Steve Kim, man. Steve Kim, good looking out. Good looking out, Steve. Oh, okay, Steve. I'm glad you sent me this. Shout out to Steve Kim. Hey, let's go over here. So I'm looking at this Instagram post that Steve Kim posted, and he said that it's safer to fight just twice a year. Oh, and to have to shed 40 pounds and then spar 150 to 200 rounds in between fights, right? He say again, more people should talk. You said, what'd you say? Again, more people should talk to people who have been through this process and lived it. You know, I totally agree with that because he said that's what I've been told by numerous trainers. Yeah, I mean, these fighters need to be more active. And because a lot of these fighters, they're not as disciplined as someone like maybe a Terence Crawford in between fights. Or maybe a Tony Harrison. Because a lot of these fighters, they got to have fat camps just to lose weight, right? Crawford or Tony Harrison. Triple G. Triple G don't let his weight get out of control. So Triple G don't let his weight get out of control. Canelo, I guess that's why Canelo stays in the gym. You know, I think what you see from the Canelos, the Crawfords, the Tony Harrison, they stay in the gym. Year round, they stay in the gym. He's doing a lot of sparring and training and helping people. So they stay in the gym. Some fighters, then you have other fighters, they like to party all the time. When they have a fight, they go to the club and celebrate. They, you know, and everybody can't do that. They drink, they say, you know, 6 months down the line, 7 months down the line, the dude look like he's 7 months pregnant. His face look fat, look like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Yeah, man, I got a fight coming up. Next year sometime. Now he got to have a fight camp just to lose all that damn weight. But if the fighter was active, then you're constantly training, sharpening. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, what you say, Anna Lee? Shout out to Anna Lee. What's going on, sis? You say too much time off leads to bad habits. Yeah, Anna Lee, you know what? You hit the nail right on the head. And this is probably why fighters like that, like the Canelos, the Tony Harrisons, who else? And I think this is why Tyson Fury said he liked to stay in the gym. He likes to train and stay in the gym because, you know, Tyson Fury is a party animal. He like to party, get drunk, do his thing, and then when it's time for a fight, he go in there and kick ass. That is true. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Say what you want to say about Tyson Fury, but he go in there and make it do what he do in the ring. But you're right about that, sis. Too much time off is not good for certain fighters. And what to say, the World Comeback Sports, he said, Errol, this is you, brother. You get what I'm saying, fam? Too much time off is not good. Let me drop the phone lines. Do we got enough likes? Yeah, we got enough. And we got to get over 300, man. We got over 200. Phone lines open 530-494-9633. Yeah, but I was checking out the Georgie Benton and Hurricane Carter, 1963 middleweight. I was watching that fight Christmas, man. Hurricane Carter won by split decision. It was a damn good fight, man. You want to see some fighting? Go watch that, man. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636, man. Y'all hit the old boy. I got karate. I got to take my son to karate class now. He learning that karate, learn a little bit of jujitsu. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I might have me a little Kung Fu Joe on my hands coming up. Thuggin' D, Thuggin' D, B-boy, stand up. Hey, Thuggin' D, you know I interviewed Anthony Peterson, right? Yeah, man. Oh, Ant cool as hell, man. Ant cool as hell, Thuggin' D. You know what I mean? And you know what, though? Tank was supposed to have another fight this year, too. Tank normally fight twice a year. He only had one fight this year. So you're hearing him and other fighters saying they like to stay active. Fighters don't like to just sit around, man. Don't like to just sit around. You get what I'm saying? Fighters don't like that. They don't like that, bro. They don't like that. Just sitting around. You know what I mean? It ain't good for a fighter. It's not good for a fighter at all just to be sitting around. You feel me? Hey, shout out to Yamas part. What to say, Yamas? You say I knew a fighter who only train if they have fight schedules. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And this is the thing, though, right? Shout out to Boxing Gyms.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
And what to say? You say outside of the ring, how do you budget your money if your schedule is that inconsistent? Another issue with inactivity. Yeah, and this is the thing, though, right? And remember when I had Rick Glazer on, right? We talked about how if a fighter is that inactive, and let's say a fighter he has a like listen, I'm just a regular civilian. My bills are $8,000 a month. No, my bills are more than that. Our bills in this house is shit. Almost 10 grand a month. So, you know what? Let me see. I think it cut down. No, you know what? No. It's 8 grand a month now. It's 8 grand a month now. Our bills in this house is $8,000 a month. Car notes, mortgage is $2,700. Then the medical insurance, dental, all that stuff, just everything. You know what I mean? Insurances and stuff like that. So me being a regular civilian, if my, I make the money, we make more than enough money to pay it. But if a regular civilian like me has a budget, like has expenses like that with bills, and I don't do any extravagant spending and none of that, just imagine a fighter who's used to living a lavish lifestyle. I got Lambos with suicide doors that I'm renting. I'm living in mansions. I got mink coats. When I go out, my restaurant bill $1,000 a pop or whatever. And then if I got my homeboys with me, I'm spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 at the bar, not the bar, the bar. You know what I mean? But shout out to Boxing Gyms. You hit the nail right on the head. So I think what they got to do, they have to really, really manage their money very well. Just live. If they live within their means, they'll be okay.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man. You get what I'm saying, though? You get what I'm saying? So, it just every fighter is different. Every fighter is different. Al, what'd you say, fam? You say, Coach, when are you going to interview Michelle Rivera? I have to reach out to him, fam. I got to reach out to him. John B, what he say? He said karate is good for discipline, Coach. Yeah. I gotta make him get in there getting karate, man. Hey, he'll be paying attention sometimes. I said, listen, son, listen. When you get older, you're gonna be happy that I put you in karate. You're gonna be happy that I put you in karate. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, but certain fighters, they live the lifestyle of a boxer, and then other fighters they don't. It is what it is. Some fighters, like I hate to say it, you guys know I like AB, but AB the same way. In between fights, we're gonna go celebrate, we're gonna drink, we're gonna do this. AB gets so goddamn big, it's like goddamn, and then he gotta have a fat camp just to get down when he get ready to have a fight. So, it goes that way. It goes that way. A lot of fighters have that party all the time lifestyle. But then you got somebody like a Deontay Wilder. Someone like a Deontay Wilder, he don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't go out. Like Deontay Wilder has a lot of money. But you don't see Deontay Wilder. And one thing I will give Deontay Wilder credit on this. He has a lot of money, but you don't see him doing all that stuff. Country boy from Alabama, he do country boy stuff, but he do big boy stuff as well. You get what I'm saying? You don't see Wilder doing all that. You don't see Wilder and shit. And then the dudes at the PBC who's living this extravagant lifestyle, they don't have the money that Deontay Wilder got. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to little greenhouse people to say addictive personalities. You get what I'm saying? So, they ain't really fighting. You know what I mean? They ain't really fighting like that. And then on top of they're not fighting, they're not disciplined outside of the ring with their finances. And then their lifestyles is counteractive to what a boxer is. You get what I'm saying? So, and that would get you so far in boxing. That will get you so far. You may beat this guy, you may beat that guy, you may beat this guy. But it's going to come a time when you get in the ring with the guy that, you know what, dog, the night just ain't going to be your night tonight. Kind of like Sugar Shane Mosley and Vernon Forrest. R.I.P. to Vernon Forrest. You get what I'm saying? The night just ain't gonna be your night tonight. Nah, this boy here ready, man. He gonna take everything you got and some. And then that E&J start kicking in deep in your gut. That lean start kicking in deep in your gut. You know, that smoothie king start kicking in deep in your gut. All that stuff that the hookers, the hookah, what they call them hookahs, the hookahs you be smoking, all that stuff start kicking in. Yeah, you can do all that stuff when you fighting drop shops. When you fighting drop shops, you can do all that, right? But but you gonna walk in there with a dude, and he gonna be like, dog, you gonna be like, dog, listen, bro, all that liquor you been drinking, dog, you ain't gonna whoop me like that. You ain't gonna beat me like that, dog. I'm finna tell you right now, but this here gonna be a whole nother ball game. Hey, shout out to my brother Boston Logic United.
Hey, okay.
Dropping out of half for bam, doubling your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What to say, my brother? You say if many only fight once a year, they have to make a habit of putting half of their purse away to live off of the rest of the next fight. You know what though? I went to commercial finance school, right? I went to a school called CCTG, right, in Albany, New York. I'm in there with the guy who taught the class is the multimillionaire, same age as me, multimillionaire. His name is Chris. He's Italian. I forgot his last name. He said that he lives off a third of his income. I live off a third of my income. Now he makes millions of dollars a year, but he lives off a third of his income. That's what he just lives off of. He lives good now. You know, some people if they make $1 million, they're gonna live a $1 million lifestyle. Some people, if they make $10 million, they're gonna live an $8 or $9 million lifestyle, right? But the people who I know that got money, they don't live the max lifestyle of their money. Of course, they use a lot of credit. Of course, they use credit, right? And a lot of these fighters, they use credit, the cars, the houses, all that shit credit anyway. You get what I'm saying? So, but with certain fighters, if you live that kind of lifestyle, fam, certain fighters, they gotta, you know what I mean? They gotta live that rapper or rock star lifestyle.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You get what I'm saying? Shout out to True Grit. What you say, fam? You say it should be mandatory for boxers to fight twice a year. Yeah, it should be. It should be. I totally agree. But hey, True Grit, this the thing though, fam. The politics of boxing, the way the politics is right now, bro, like, one thing I will say about top rank fighters fight at least twice a year. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight twice a year. Hell, Golden Boy fighters gonna fight. Hell, Jaime Munguia had 2-3 fights this year? Fought tomato cans, but at least he's active. So what I hear from a lot of people from the PBC, I mean the top guy like David Benavidez, like these guys want to fight. They don't want to be out 8-9 months at a time, have a fight here and get promised a fight date. You don't fight till 8-9 months later or whatever the case may be. And what dictates whether you're going to fight or not, the purse dictates that. If the promoter don't have the money to pay for the fight and they are depending on another entity to give them a budget so that they can pay their fighters to fight on their on that entity's network, if they don't give them the money, you don't get no fights.
True.
The fighters ain't gonna fight for free. The fighters ain't gonna fight for free. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, fam. The fighters ain't gonna fight for free. So shit, if you ain't got no whole head cheese, and listen, dog. Okay, I want you to fight, dog. I want you to fight, but we ain't got no guaranteed bread. We ain't got no guaranteed money for you. But what I do got, though, check this out, baby boy. I promise you now, you're gonna get your money on the back end. Dude, this is the question I have, right? This question I have. Somebody like a Canelo Alvarez, right? Canelo, and I always bring this up as an example. Because Canelo, he wanted his cheese And I'm like, no, man, I need my money. Bro, I need 50 million. I need 50 million guaranteed, bro. All this other shit, the other 1.5 and the other 38, other 39, other 49.5 million on the 48.5 million on the back end. I won't do that shit. I need that deal. And then he walked away from the table. Remember, he walked away from the table. Then they called him, they called him begging him to come back. And when he came back, guess what? That gangster was right. We call that money that gangster. Man, where that gangster at, baby boy? Get that gangster together. Get that gangster, that cheese, that Donetto, that Fetty Wap. You know what I mean? That cottage cheese, that paper, that scratch, that Skrilla. Man, get that gangster together, man. Where that gangster at? that's what we say down here in Florida. Shout out to Boxing Gyms. Hey, okay. We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
And what to say, Boxing Gym, you say that's another issue with us fans. If you want activity, you can't demand every opponent to be top notch. That's not how that's not how it worked back in the day. Well, you know, back in the day, they had title fights, they had non-title fights. Shit, Sugar Ray Robinson, well, he stayed busy having, he have some title fights, and then he may move up to a middleweight, have a non-title fight, then he'll move back down to welterweight. You get what I'm saying? Like back then, you know, the criteria was different. The criteria was definitely different on Boxing Gyms, for sure, fam. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the thing, right? Like, if the money ain't there, the money ain't there. And then a lot of us fans will say that a fighter is ducking, when actually the money ain't there. What you want him to fight for free? Like, let's be real. Would you go work on your job for free? Some of these boxing fans, some of these boxing fans are so delusional that they'll request their fighter to do things that they won't do in their real lives. True. Shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say since PBC is postponing their fights to see what happens with Showtime and Paramount. That's, you know what? That's exactly what I believe that's going on.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
SP say Derrick James be sipping too. He talk like he smoked wine, Black and Miles. Yeah, Derrick James seemed like he kind of punch drunk when he talked. Like he took too many shots to the head. He talked like he punch drunk, like he slurring, and you know what I mean? He talked like he punch drunk when he talks. So but you get what I'm saying though. It's like that you know, but you gotta understand, if you and I say this time and time again, and this is why I talk about Wakanda. I say, listen, you can talk all that hate the white man stuff all you want. But if the white man don't give the black man the money, don't give you the money, don't put the money up for your company, your fighters, since y'all say that's y'all company, y'all ain't got to stock in it, your fighters don't fight. What part of that you don't understand? Al Heyman doesn't put his money up for his fighters. If the white man, Showtime, white-owned company that's owned by Paramount, another white-owned company, if they say, Showtime, we ain't giving y'all no more money right now, that y'all done. Guess what? Who gonna pay for Jermell Charlo to fight Brian Castano? Who gonna pay for Errol Spence to fight whoever, Keith Thurman? Who gonna pay for Jermall Charlo to fight Sulecki? Who gonna pay for that fight? If Al Heyman don't pay for it. You get what I'm saying? The money gotta come from somewhere. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, but it's crazy though. It's crazy though. Like, you don't want to do, he need to do this, he need to do that. Like, and this is why I make mockery of these guys. Like, I would never take advice from an avatar on YouTube. Remember when I had, who I had on the show? Was that Rick Glazier? That was Rick Glazier. I had somebody else on there. I had Kid Austin on here one time. I think I asked him that. It was somebody I had on here. I said, do you take advice from YouTubers? He said, hell no. And I make mockery of this all the time. Why? You know, you's a two-figure nigga, got a net worth of 2 figures, sitting at your baby mama's Section 8 house, watching her do the one leg up in the living room, while smoking on the Nick Sack of Reggie, playing the PS3, 4, or 5 with your homeboys, but you telling the guy who made $20 million in his last 3 fights what he should do with his business. He should have did this. He should have did that. If he really wanted to fight, fight for free. You don't need this. You don't need that. Okay. Would you go to work for free? You go because especially these fake revolutionaries. These fake revolutionaries, like I love making mockery of these revolutionaries, because I used to be one of them Wakanda niggas myself. I told y'all, I used to be one of the revolutionaries. Yeah. But listen, I was so revolutionary when I was growing up. Oh, I was revolution, but I was the revolution's revolution. I was the one, if you need a revolutionary training and thinking, I was the one who the revolutionaries sent you to when you needed to learn how to become revolutionary. Dead serious. True. You talk all that revolutionary shit and then go clock in on the white man job. Are you working for free, sir? No. Do you get paid a wage every time you work? Yes. Do you look at your paycheck to make sure that everything is calculated correctly so you can make sure that you get paid the right money you're supposed to get paid for the hours you work? Yes. And why are you telling another fighter like Terence Crawford, just trust the process? Don't worry about what's in the contract. Just sign it. You don't need no transparency. But when you go to work, don't you want transparency when you go to work? Don't you look at your paycheck? Hey, wait a minute, man. Check this out. You ain't never been to work and you worked overtime before, right? You worked overtime before. You ain't never been to work after working overtime or something. And he said, damn, you work 40 hours. You supposed to work. You supposed to got time and a half right here. I got time and a half right here. Wait a minute, they got my check wrong. Man, let me go back over here, man. Hey, look here, boss man. Hey, boss, look here, boss. Hey, look here, man. Man, my check ain't wrong. You paid me for 46 hours. I worked 50 hours that day. What are the other 4 hours at? Oh, I'm sorry about that, baby boy. Hold up, swole up. I'm sorry about that. We gonna get that straightened out. So you want transparency when it comes to you getting paid. You look at your stuff to make sure everything right. But what if your boss told you, look here, baby boy, just take what I give you. Don't look at nothing. Whatever I give you, just take that. So you won't do it, but you want another nigga to do it. True. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That dude here he said, keep making excuses for Crawford. Interesting. Keep making excuses, sir. Keep making. See, that's a Wakanda nigga. That's a Wakanda nigga. See, only a Wakanda nigga will say some dumb ass shit like this. Keep making excuses for this.
Bro, what's wrong with me, bro? He said his girlfriend. Hey, serious, my brother. Jealous. She said, don't kiss him. Brother. Bro, what's wrong with me, bro? He said his girlfriend. My brother, Hey, serious, my brother. Jealous. She said, don't kiss him. Brother.
Keep making excuses for that, sir. Keep making excuses for that. You're in the wrong channel, Tremaine. Take your ass back to Wakanda. Shout out to Ball. Shout out to Bold and Understanding. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say, man? PBC, Bo, you say PBC on that? You say PBC is on that soap opera, General Hospital style, Just the Days of Our Lives, directed by Al Heyman. She said these dudes are acting for real. Hey, I'm just saying, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I'm just saying, fighters want to be active. That's all. They want to be active. Some fighters live the lifestyle of a boxer in between fights, and some don't. And I think most of them rather be active. Because the more times you fight a year, guess what? That's the more times you get paid, right? That's the more times you get paid, right? It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Got the wrong guy, buddy. You got the wrong guy. Need to take your ass back to Wakanda, boy. This ain't the channel for you, boy. How do? Might want to unsubscribe and take your ass back to where you came from, boy. Shout out to Boxing Gyms. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say, Boxing Gym? You say to keep it 100. He say if you already decided that a fighter avoiding another fighter until ABC happens isn't ducking. He say it happens isn't ducking, but a fighter who negotiated and failed is. He said, we already know what you are. Yeah. I mean, you know Wakanda because Wakanda, they speak Wakanda language. They have Wakanda logic. They have a Wakanda IQ. You know what I mean? Very low IQ, very dumb and ignorant. Like, very dumb. I love insulting them. That's what I think that's what they was born for. I think God created these Wakanda niggas online for me to insult them. That's what I think. Phone lines over, man. 530-494-9636. Now, again, I think that these fighters do need to fight more. They do need to be more active. Again, the more times you fight, the more money you make. And Boxing Gyms made a point. You may not fight a killer every time if you're active, but you at least want to fight a killer once a year. At least fight somebody in the top 10. Well, it depends on who the fighter is, though, because you're never going to make certain boxing fans happy. Because the way it is online now, some of these guys, like, they speak a lot of double talk, a lot of double standards, hypocrisies. Like, they'll tell you that another fighter got to do 20 things while excusing the fighter that they love so much. So for a fighter in boxing today, for you to listen to a nigga on Twitter, on YouTube, you'll be a damn fool. True. Boy, let me tell you something, boy. One thing I learned in life, boy, and I say this all the time, I would never get advice. I never get advice from a guy who got a net worth of 2 figures. Never. I would never get advice from a 2-figure nigga. Never. You live with your baby mama, live at your mama's house, playing on your PS5, smoking on the Nick Sack and Reggie. Nigga, you broke, ain't got no goddamn money. Why am I going to listen to you? What can you tell me? A broke nigga can't tell you how to get no money. Broke nigga can't tell you how to get no money. You see what I'm saying? And another thing, you can't tell me how to think. I'm not going to tell you how to think. You're not going to tell me how to think. You see things the way you see things. I see things the way I see things. We just agree to disagree. The only issue is when you come over here trying to convince me of your position. You have no position. If you're a Hamanite, aerosexual, Wakanda, you have no position with me. And I say it time and time again. I don't know why you come over here. I don't like you. I don't. Not your friend. You don't have a friend. I don't like you at all. I say it time and time again. Guess what? They come over here every day at 3 o'clock. Why? I have no idea. I don't fuck with you. Shout out to Brian. What did he say? He said the more times a fighter fights, the more times promoters have to pay, which they don't want to do. So that would explain. So Brian, that would explain why the fighters only fight only once a year. Because at this point, it becomes financial. It's a financial thing. We don't have the money to pay you, especially if you have like 300 fighters on your roster. If you got like 300 fighters signed, you can't make all 300 of those fighters happy. Hell, you get what I'm saying, Brian? You can't make all. So just imagine if the top fighters can't get fights. What about the mid-tier fighters? And this is why most fighters. They have to what? They got to have jobs. They don't have enough dates. You got all these fighters signed to your roster. Where you gonna find dates at? Fox don't left the building. Fox, you probably won't see no more fights on Fox no more with the PBC. That's done. So. And then I showed you the situation with Showtime. So the thing is I think this is what I think. I think that, man, shit. Floyd Mayweather said he got a net worth of $400 million. That's what he say. He got all this money. I think one interview he said he made $300 million a month, which I know that's cap. I make $300 a month. I own a skyscraper. Like I said before, I own a skyscraper. I have 40 mansions. I have 40 properties around the country. I own a skyscraper. I got that Floyd Mayweather boy. Listen, there was no entertainer that had more money than Michael Jackson. Not that I know of. Mike had money. Made money. If Michael Jackson can go broke, anybody can go broke. I'm saying from a celebrity standpoint in the music industry. From a celebrity standpoint in the music industry. If your business model is set up wrong, things ain't gonna go right. But I'm just saying from a business model, from you know what I mean? Because the thing is, you have something called debt to income ratio. If you making $10,000 a month or $10,000 a month, we say $10,000 a month. We do some small numbers, $120,000 a year. But you're spending, but you got a $15,000 or $20,000 a month lifestyle. That means you're gonna have to use some credit in order to help keep up that lifestyle. You in the negative 10 grand, 10 grand every month. You spending, you got more money going out than that's coming in. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. 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 You know what I mean? So, and what it say, Boxing Gyms, you say Floyd could make $300 million in revenue. Net revenue is a bit different. No, he was saying he made $300 million a month. All right, that's cap. That's cap. You know, hey, Floyd, you know, Floyd gonna yeast it up. You make $300 million a month. You're a billionaire. You're a multi-billionaire. If you're making that every year, you're a multi-billionaire. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I want to say, Low Rider, you say, Coach, do you think boxing is pricing itself right out of business? Again, you know what I say, Low Rider? I think the business of boxing needs to reset itself. I think that the fighters who are in control of the guard right now, like the fighters that's in their 30s, they got to be phased out. And those new breed of fighters that's coming up, like the Kid Austins, the Shakur Stevensons, the Teofimo Lopez's, the Devin Haney's, the Keyshawn Davis's, the Frank Martins, you know, those guys. I think those guys, the Boots Ennis, those guys, the Virgil Ortiz, that wave, they won't get the kind of money that those other guys, top guys, have gotten before them. You get what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. You know, again, I don't care what a fighter makes because I don't live my life vicariously through these fighters. If a fighter make $10 million or $20 million, we make $1 million. Guess how much money I get of that money? Zero. None. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter to me what the fighter makes because I ain't getting none of the goddamn money anyways. Now, if I'm a promoter or a matchmaker or a broker in the sport of boxing, and I made money on gambling and boxing, then of course well, you know what? That doesn't even matter what the fighter makes because in that scenario, if I'm a gambler, what the fighter make don't mean nothing to me. I just got to study, do my homework, you know, and see how I'm gonna place my bet. But if I'm a promoter, then I care what the fighter makes. Because the fighter, the promoter is going to always look out for his own best interest. The promoter's job is to make as much money as he can. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to Brian. What to say, fam? You say boxing ain't making the money back. These promoters, you say boxing ain't making the money back. Hey guys, we need 53 more likes. We got to get 53 more likes. We got over 360 people in here and less than 300 likes. We need 53 likes to get to 300. You say boxing ain't making the money back. These promoters are paying out. I hate it. You say I hate it, but that's why we ain't getting the big fights. You say maybe boxing needs to go back to sponsors rather than the pay-per-view model. Hey, Brian, you know the crazy part about it though, fam? Boxing, I think that, and this is one of the problems that I have with the PBC. Like, dude, you making non-pay-per-view fights, pay-per-view fights. So what happens is when you make non-pay-per-view fights, pay-per-view fights, you kind of like cheapen the market. Jackie John, he said you changed your channel's name. Yeah. I'm True Media, True Media Today USA Boxing. Going through a rebranding for 2023. Got a whole lot of money we're gonna be making, doing big things. So we going at it from a different angle. I'm gonna do some these dudes in the YTBC ain't doing. I'm not at liberty to talk about it. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I told you some things, but the things I told you versus what I didn't tell you is two different things. What I'm gonna do is gonna be like, and I ain't got no click, no crews, none of that. It's me. I'm Dolo. Well, oh yeah, you know what I mean. Shout out to Freeway Rick Ross, man. You know what I mean. True Media Today USA. We are the official podcast network of Team Freeway Boxing. We are the official podcast network of Team Freeway Boxing. So we'll be traveling a lot next year. We'll be at a lot of fights next year. Interviews, stuff like that. Yada, 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 yada. Shout out to Jackie Johnson. He said, cool, glad I clicked. I didn't recognize it. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out that strategy. You say making the fans pay for the fight with it being on pay-per-view. Hey, but that strategy, this is the thing though, fam. See, I think what happened was they're using you oversaturate the market. Like pay-per-view were for special events. You ain't supposed to have 7, 8, and 9, 10 pay-per-views per year. And out of those 7, 8, 9 pay-per-views per year, only one of them are a pay-per-view worthy fight. You ain't supposed to have King Kong Ortiz versus Charles Martin on pay-per-view. You ain't supposed to have Andrew Ruiz versus Ortiz on pay-per-view. You're not supposed to have Keith Thurman on pay-per-view. And then you wonder why they ain't selling. Yeah, people ain't buying pay-per-views. Yeah, of course they ain't buying no pay-per-views. Ain't nobody gonna buy that. Shout out to Dan. What's going on, fam? The Wolf of Cars. He said, "What type of camera you use, Coach?" Oh, I use a Sony A6100. That's the type of camera I use, a Sony A6100. Yeah, Sony A6100. Shout out to my brother, man. True Grit in the building. Marty King Boxing. Swaggy D, what's going on, fam? You get what I'm saying, though? Like, you oversaturate the market, fam. So now when people see you got a pay-per-view, oh man, damn, it's another pay-per-view. Man, this another pay-per-view. You get what I'm saying? You oversaturate the market. John B, what to say? You say all other promoters still use pay-per-views at special events except Al Heyman. Now Bob Arum, this is the crazy part about it. Bob Arum said that, hey, John B, I don't know if you heard this, right? But Bob Arum said he want to make the Lomachenko versus Devin Haney fight a non-pay-per-view fight. Bob don't really do pay-per-views. We want to put everything on the app, ESPN Plus. You get what I'm saying? So you got to keep the cost effective enough. But he has the sponsors and stuff like that. I think Shakur made $3 million his last fight when he fought Rob Conseca. He had $3 million. He made $3 million. I don't know what Rob Conseca made. I think maybe I don't know exactly what he made, guys. To be honest with you, but you get what I'm saying, though. And you don't have to make it a pay-per-view fight. You don't have to. You get what you feel me? It's not a pay-per-view fight. You can't oversaturate the market with non-pay-per-view fights. This is why Tim Smith said, man, ain't nobody gonna buy. This is why Tim Smith said this. This is why he said this. He said fans will steal Crawford versus Spence on pay-per-view. Who is Tim Smith? Tim Smith is the VP, and he's the VP of operations over at the PBC. That's what he said. Streaming, because he ain't nobody gonna buy that shit. Ain't nobody, he said ain't nobody gonna buy it. The money ain't there. The economics ain't there. Why the money ain't there, Tim? Because we ain't got the money. That's what he said right here. That's what he said right here. Tim Smith, VP of operations for the PBC. They don't have the money. They told you this. Wakanda, for some reason, ignore this. So, it is what it is, but the bread ain't there. Bottom line. Shout out to Rubber. What did you say, Coach? I got the pick. We took at the bud. He said, I'm gonna send it to you, my boy. He said, love your channel. Hey, what's up? Hey, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, what's up, bro? Rubber, what's happening? yeah, I remember the pic we took. Hey, man, send it to me, dog. Hey, send it to me. You know my you know my email, right? You know my email, right, man? Yeah, send it to me, man. Yeah, man, send me the pic, man. Yeah, man. But you get what I'm saying? The money. This is why. But this is why. Guess what? Anything involving Canelo, we got $100 million for Canelo. Why? Showtime willing to put money up for Canelo because Canelo's fan base gonna buy and support his fights. They're gonna buy just enough to cover the cost. You get what I'm saying? So shit. Truth be told, truth be told, shit. Truth be told, man, it ain't no shit. Ain't no shit, ain't really shit. In America, dog, I gotta call it the way I see it, dog. In America, it's Canelo. Shit. It's Canelo, dog, and then maybe up under him is this Tank. In America. Well, outside of Jake Paul. I forgot Jake Paul. I know it sounds crazy. Jake Paul too. True. Do you notice? Hey, do you notice, guys? How many fights? Do you notice Jake Paul? Check this out. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. Hold on. Let's go to Box Rec. Let's go to Box Rec right quick. I want to show y'all something. I want like this, riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this. The problem child. Jake Paul. Born the same day I was born. Me, Usyk, Muhammad Ali, quite a few celebrities. Born the same day, January 17th. Let's see. How many fights Jake Paul had in 2020-21? Interesting. 2021, guys, check this out. Jake Paul had 3 fights in 2021. He had 1 fight this year because one of the fights got canceled with Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury got canceled. So he had 1 fight this year. But next year, Jake Paul is scheduled to have 2 or 3 fights next year. Jake Paul. No, I'm not saying that Jake Paul is a real fighter. He's not. He's on Box Rec. I'm not saying that. I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that, guys. But what I'm saying is, Showtime, sure enough, make sure that they get fight dates for Jake Paul. 1 foot. What do you say? You say Jake Fraud is a bum. Yeah, he might be a bum, but what you got to realize is this: Showtime, the same company that PBC fighters, the same network that the PBC fighters fight on, they make sure that they make sure that he get fight dates. You say Fury and Rockman pull outs. Yeah. So that's what messed him up. He would have fought multiple times this year. But guess what? He put butts in seats. Jake Paul, hey, what you say, Cool Burker? Jake Paul put butts in seats. He put butts in seats. Guess what, though? Jermell Charlo is the undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. Don't you know Jake Paul sell more tickets and pay-per-views than him? True. Jermell Charlo don't even fight on pay-per-view. He can't draw flies to shit. Hell of a fighter, but he can't draw flies to shit. I'm just being honest with you. What you say? You say that bum brings money, but why? But why the other fighters that fight on Showtime don't bring the money? Outside of Tank Davis, minus Tank Davis. How come the other fighters don't bring the money like that? And why they pinning all their hopes on Canelo? You get what I'm saying? I'm setting out the strategy. You say Jake Paul is a bigger draw. He got people watching. But guess what? If you listen to these dudes online, you wouldn't know that. What you say, Keenan? You say I think some guys from Celeb boxing might cross over to real boxing. I mean, they don't have to. They don't have to. You know what I mean? They can just, it has its own niche right there. You get what I'm saying? It has its own niche right there. Like you can just keep, But this is the thing, though. These guys are social media influencers. Social media influencers are very powerful. An influencer, put butts in seats. An influencer can influence people to buy merchandise. An influencer can influence people to move, buy tickets, buy pay-per-views, support the movement. These fighters that are boxing today, they can learn a lot from influencers.
True, true, true.
Ryan Garcia is doing it right now. He's a fighter and he's an influencer. And he uses his influence on social media as leverage in the world of boxing. He's never fought for a title, never had a belt, never been a champion. My belts don't matter. Yeah, belts don't matter to him because just like when I had Kid Austin on, what Floyd Schofield said, well, belts don't matter to Ryan Garcia because he don't need belts because he's making so much money outside of boxing. He's making 6-7 figures outside of boxing. So belts don't matter to him. Tank Davis is able to do what he's able to do with a Reggie belt. But now he don't have one real title and 2 Reggie belts. So somebody like Tank, well, my fans don't require me to have no belts like that. I'm going to draw anyways. So outside of Ryan Garcia and Tank, you get what I'm saying? And then Jake Paul bigger than both of them. Then you got Canelo. And then there's everybody else. I'm saying in America. I'm not talking about the UK. I'm just saying in America. So you got Canelo, number 1, Jake Paul right behind him. Then you'll have Tank and Ryan. And then you'll have, I think that's it, Tank and Ryan. I think I said that. Yeah, Canelo, Jake Paul, Tank and Ryan. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's about it. Yeah. So this is why, if these fighters understood the social, see, I'm a marketer. And I'm gonna give you guys a little secret what I do. Shout out to D-Well. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
D-Well says, so is the issue the money isn't there at the PBC, or is they don't have faith in black fans to support the Spence and Crawford fight to buy? Yeah, that's definitely the issue. That's definitely the issue too. Because you sit back and say, man, Crawford don't sell. Well, he don't sell pay-per-views. He sold he don't sell a lot of pay-per-views. He do 100-some thousand pay-per-views, but he sell his venues pretty well. Sean Porter and Crawford did like 16, 17,000, somewhere up in there between 15.5 and almost 17,000 in Vegas. So he consistently does that at the gate. But if you're a fighter that have a predominantly black fan base, what they're saying at the PBC is these black fighters don't know how to sell. There's only one black fighter that's an exception to the rule. Now, every fighter sells in this area. Spence will sell in Dallas. That's why he primarily fights in Dallas. Crawford do well in Omaha, Nebraska. Do well in Vegas. I'm saying at the gate. Ain't talking about pay-per-views. Tank Davis does well everywhere he goes. Tank is the only black fighter that I know of in America that if he go on the West Coast, he gonna break out 15, 16,000. If he fight in Atlanta, he gonna damn near sell it out. If he fight in New York, he breaks the Barclays record with Rolly Romero. When he fighting in DC, that's gonna be a sellout. Tank, now listen, Tank Davis. Well, listen. Well, Leonard Ellerby said it best. What would Leonard say? He said it's about putting butts in seats. That's what they're saying. Blacks ain't that's what they saying, bro. You saw what happened with Deontay Wilder. He fought Robert Alinas and did 77,000 pay-per-view buys. And Deontay Wilder, the Bomb Squad Nation. And you know how rabid that fan base is. That's why I say Tank is that guy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You get what I'm saying? That's why I say he that guy over there. Hey, shout out to Will. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
And what to say? You say Paul is putting eyes and butts in seats. He said can't say the same for any other fighters on the PBC roster. He said what's worse is that his worst performance is better than most of all the PBC is not real. Now this is the thing though. It ain't just the PBC though. It ain't just the PBC. It ain't just the PBC. It's fighters on Top Rank as well. It's fighters on Top Rank as well. It's not just the PBC. The thing is, I heard the PBC fighters, they hardly fight. And I say this again, fam. I want you to think about this, Will. Jermell Charlo is the undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. And none of the black content creators who are supposed to be pro-black, pro-Wakanda, pro-revolution, hate the white man, hate Hispanics, we gonna bang, we gonna pull up, drop the addy, we gonna shoot, gang. Guess what? They don't even support him. They don't even talk about him.
True.
They don't even talk about him. Ain't that something? They don't even talk about him. What to say, Low Rider? You say, Coach, look at Fury. He sold 65,000 seats in the UK a few weeks back. 65,000 in the cold with him and Derek Chisora. And what is that Fury by himself now? Derek Chisora as well, because Derek Chisora got a fan base too. 65,000 in the cold. These dudes so busy online digital game banging. They so busy online digital game banging, sign the contract, 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. We gonna pull up, drop the addy. I'm gonna put the magnum to your head. I'm gonna take your life. These are the black and Hispanic boxing fans in America online. This what you got. This what you got. I mean, low IQ. These guys operate on a low frequency. These ain't boxing fans. These are people who come from broken homes. They was raised probably by single mothers, which, you know, everybody who raised by a single mother don't turn out that way. But I'm saying more than likely they was born in the 90s, they was born in the mid 80s on up. They don't know who their father is. Their influences are rappers. They look up to people like Young Thug, Yellow Beezy, Ghana. They look up to the women. They look up to Cardi B, Glorilla, Nicki Minaj. This is their reality. This is who's raising them. And they talk all this gangster stuff online in the safety of their home. And I laugh, right? Because it has nothing to do with boxing. They join digital gangs on YouTube that I like to call the Alphabet Boys, SLDBC. They Haman Knights, they aerosexuals, they do all of these different things, right? They are emotionally responsive. So what I do is this. Let me show you guys something. This is marketing 101. This is marketing 101. We need 27 more likes, 27 more likes. This is marketing 101. This is marketing 101. In marketing, people will support you if they love you or if they hate you. Shout out to True Grit. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, when you going to interview Freeway Week? Oh, yeah, you know, it's amazing. I talked to Freeway today. We're going to interview, I got some homework to do, but we're going to do that interview the first week of January. First week of January, Freeway Rick Ross will be on the show. The real Rick Ross. The one who the rapper got his name from. The real Rick Ross. He'll be on the show. Damn, I forgot what I was saying. Shit. Oh, anyway, let me tell you what I do. So, people will support you through love or through hate. Hate is a very, very powerful emotion. It's more powerful than love, believe it or not. When people love you, sometimes that love is based on conditions. Or sometimes it's unconditional, like your mother's love. But that, but very few. But when people hate you, they're committed to hating you. So what I learned to do was this. Once I understood, and I come from a marketing background, oh shit, I can blow my channel up just by making some motherfuckers hate me. Some low IQ motherfuckers hate me. I mean, they already threatened me. So why don't I just play the villain, play the bad guy? I am the most hated YouTube channel in the YTBC. Do a survey. They'll tell you, don't nobody, they hate me with a passion, boy. They hate me with a passion. Do a survey with the Hispanic channels and the black channel. They'll tell you, that nigga Coach Malachi, we hate him with a passion. Carlo, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? This is the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, T-City, T-Ville, Baltimore, Coach Ford, stand up. I got you at the right goddamn time, Coach. I got you at the goddamn right time.
You came at the right goddamn time. D-Block, what's up, baby? What's happening, man?
Oh, my God. Where you been at, Coach? Yeah, I was like, man, Coach ain't receiving calls no more. What's going on?
Oh, no, what I did. No, what I did.
Must be phase 3 or something.
Oh, no, what I did was, the reason last week I couldn't do the calls because I was on a tight deadline, and I know once I open up the phone lines, the shows be running for 3 hours and stuff like that. And I got stuff I have to do, so I got to try to keep it. You know what I mean? But we back on deck. The phone line's back open. We back on deck.
You just, Coach, I just want to say, man, that it ain't the same. You know what I mean? I think that's the difference between you and all these other YouTubers about boxing. You keep it real. You're always talking about the real legit stuff, and you can always let us call in and just be. The boxing community just actually has a voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's why I really do appreciate you.
Yeah, you got to do that, fam. Hey, we need 21 more likes, fam. We need 21 more. Yeah, we got to do that. Let the people call in.
Hit them likes, guys.
Yeah.
But one more thing. I mean, you know how I am, Coach. I know we got short deadlines and stuff like that. We got to do our things today. But just want to let you know, man. Merry Christmas, post Merry Christmas. I had to be up there at work, but I just, I want to say one thing. You already know where I'm going with this. Coach Ford, I left you that message on the community. Well, when he said they asked him the question, and they told him it's not about the belt for Tank, it's about the money. And he tried to use that narrative of trying to say he's using that money to help out other upcoming boxers and helping his people around him, and he ain't really worried about the belt. That, for me, Coach, did it right there. And even though, like I said, I was never going to be his fan, but at least gave him some kind of a leeway to say he's his own promoter now, his own identity. But that really broke me right there, Coach. To his own coach to say that, you know what I mean? And not just even that, Coach, to say that him as a boxer, he finds himself saying he's going to retire in a couple of years. You're 28 years old, and your own coach is telling you it ain't about legacy, it's about money. That, for me, Coach, really hurt me, man. And I know we can't make everybody happy, but what you got to say about that, Coach? D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, man, y'all got problems. Peace.
All right, shout out to D-Block, man. D-Block, hold on, guys. D-Block, time sensitive. D-Block, I think, hold on, guys. Hold on, let me see what's up. Somebody just sent me, okay, let me see what's up, man. Okay, hold on, let me see what's up. Trying to see something. Got a call calling in, man. What time it is? I got to get ready to take my son to karate in a little bit, so. Carlo, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, Coach? It's Gamo from LA.
Gamo from LA. Yay. West Coast and it's BIH, man. What's happening, man? West side.
Yes, sir. We tapping in. Just real quick on this Charlo Tzsyu fight. I mean? I was gonna cop me some floor tickets, you know what I mean? And then good thing I didn't. I was waiting too. I was gonna cop my ticket, book my flight, everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was gonna, it's gonna be a great fight. Charlo's first defense at 154, being undisputed. You know, and to me, I believe he injured his hand, but it's just a little fishy and all that. How the fight was 3 weeks away, and they got to put up like I think it's $400K. Just to book that venue at night. There's costs. No tickets were selling. I was looking at it on AXS. There was a hella seats available, hella floor seats available. Fight was 3 weeks away, and I don't want to. I'm no conspiracy theorist. This is all alleged, but Al may have pulled the fight. Because he do got to put up that $400K. At Mandalay Bay, MGM, wherever they're booked. So there is a cost to host that fight. So they are losing more just keeping the fight. And then Spence getting injured. With a 14-year-old. Joyriding. Things out of the PBC. And I don't want to say it's the same doctor that Spence got his eye injury from, where Jermell got his hand injury from. It just sounds like some hometown cooking from, Al Heyman's chef, but, I'm just tapping in. I'm just seeing the situation. I'm seeing it for what it is, coach. You know what I mean? It's just the same PBC doctor Errol Spence got the eye injury from, with the briefcase. But just tapping in, I do believe these fighters train hard. It is an injury-prone sport when you're fighting the best, when you're training at the elite level. It's just, 3 weeks away, and you sparring with headgear and 16-ounce gloves. So, I don't know. I mean, I do believe he injured his hand training, but, man, 3 weeks away, tickets weren't selling. The old switcheroo, how Al do it, with that PBC, with them PBC doctors, man. Man, you'll get any injury whenever. So, man. But hey, shout out to media.
That goes on in Boston. That do go on in Boston.
Yeah. I feel good thing I didn't. I was gonna book my flight this week. I was gonna be ringside there, and good thing that I didn't yet. You know what I mean? But there is another fight January 27th here in LA. Hopefully Steve Kim pulls up because that's my guy too. Him and Mario. Callum Walsh here in Los Angeles. It's gonna be live on UFC Fight Pass pay-per-view January 27th at Quiet Can in LA. Callum Walsh is fighting. He's an Irish fighter. Otherwise, we'll see who Tzsyu fights. You know what I mean? We'll see, man. But shout out to media, coach. You know what I mean? I feel like this was the same doctor that Errol got his eye injury from. You know what I mean? But this is all alleged. But hey, I wish the best for Charlo. Lions only. That little Charlo is the big Charlo. So we'll see how 154 holds up. I just, I'd like for him to relinquish the belt. Just, have the top two competitors fight for it. That's what I want in boxing. You know what I mean? Just like how EJ's holding up the division right now. You know what I mean? They were saying Pac was holding it up when Pac, he was fighting. Whole time Errol and Bud couldn't get this, fight done. And, you know what I mean? So 2023, shout out True Media Today, USA, shout out New Media, shout out Coach Malachi Williams. You got supporters in LA, West Coast, baby, tapping in Los Angeles, baby. True Media, let's go, baby.
Okay, yeah. Shout out.
Team Pacquiao, baby.
Yes, sir.
Team Pacquiao, Gama, baby.
All right, let me get this. I gotta get this to go through. It didn't go to my call. Didn't go through. Hold on. Hey, I got somebody very important. Somebody texting me some information about something I got going on. Hold on, man. Let's see what's up, man. Hey, shout out to Will. Hey, okay. For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Will, what did say, family? Said they love to hate you. He said you are living proof that even unpopular opinion can make money and sell itself. He said you are paving the way for a new wave of boxing commentary, coach. Congratulations and success. Yeah, I appreciate that, fam. See, the thing, what I realized was this. What I realized how emotionally responsive that the dudes in the YTBC is, like, people will support you if they love you. But, boy, they will really support you if they hate you. So if you have a mixture of love and hate, and, like, I am hated. I guarantee I'm the most hated. Like, people may say it might be Southpaw, but I'm even more hated than him because even his fan base hate me. I have Hispanic channels hate me with a passion. I have a lot of the black channels that hate me with a passion. And what I learned is, if I can tap into their hate, and I tell them all the time, I know how to manipulate you dudes. All I got to do is drop Errol Spence's name in the title, drop Terence Crawford's name in the title. Guess what? You coming. Pause. You coming with the threats. You coming with the pull-ups. You coming with the drop the addies. You coming with the gun emojis. You coming with the I got shooters. You coming with the yelling and screaming. And guess what? You're going to keep watching me every day. True, true, true. So all I do is, well, shit, let me go ahead and piss them off. I branded you Wakanda niggas. That's branding what I did. Piss you off even more. I branded you Errol sexuals. I know that I'm going to get an emotional response from you. I play Errol Spence eating chocolate strawberries because I know that burns you up inside. I manipulate you, slow ass, low IQ niggas. I disrespect you. I talk about your boxing communities. I call you low IQ. And guess what? It works. True, true, true. I am public enemy number one, and I take pride in that. I am the Charleston White of the YTBC. And I just realized I'm the Charleston White of the YTBC because I hate niggas with a passion. And I've been hating niggas for a minute now before I even heard of a Charleston White. You can call me coon, Uncle Tom Salah. I don't care. I embrace it. I embrace whatever you call me. Guess what? Just bring your ass over here tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. True, true, true. Want to get mad? Get mad. Want to call it to the show thread and get mad at the thread. I ain't going to do nothing but take that content, cut it out of the show, re-upload it, and get thousands of views on you calling and threatening me. That's what I'm going to do. That's why I open the phone lines. Because I know that you are emotionally responsive. You love your body so much. You love the BBC so much. You love Al Heyman so much. You so in love. Guess what I do? I shit on them for you. Defecate on them. Spit on them. Make you mad. And you're going to watch me every goddamn day. True, true, true. Okay, we reloaded. Say hello to the bad guy. I am the bad guy. Okay? Shout out to Estranged. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for, bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Estranged, how you guys like Haney and Crawford go overseas and beat champions and market their brand when Charlo fights at home and can't do good numbers in his own backyard with the PBC support. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You want to get a following? Hate sales. Hate sales. Hate sales. That's it. I take pride in it. I take pride in it, but I swear to God, I take pride in it. Hey, these dudes so low IQ, I tell them what I'm doing. I tell them what I'm doing, and they still don't get it. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Let me see. I got a book over there called The Art of Persuasion. And I gave you a hint. I said, dude, I come from a marketing background. I'm a marketer by trade. I'm a marketer by trade. This is what I do. I'm a marketer by trade. You get what I'm saying? So, tell them word for word what I'm going to do. I get gun emojis. Niggas say they going to kill me. Telling me I can't better not pull up at the fight. I better keep Errol Spence's name out my mouth. I got shooters. I swear to God I'm going to do this. I swear to God I'm going to do that. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. They come back and do it all over again. True, true, true. You know how much money I'm making off of these niggas doing this shit? And this ain't even my primary source of income. This shit ain't my primary source of income. My primary source, I make good money. This is a hobby for me. I'm like, damn, I can make about $4,000 doing this shit. Just from pissing niggas off. They're gonna call me a coon, okay? They're gonna call me a sellout. They're gonna call me Uncle Tom. They're gonna say all that shit there, yada yada yada, blah, this cause damn, that's all I got to do. Oh shit, let me do this shit here then, man. This ain't nothing. True, true, true. That's simple. Once I find out what your psychological trigger is, see, these dudes, PBC is their trigger. Al Heyman, PBC is their trigger. Al Heyman is their trigger. Errol Spence is their trigger. I hit all 3 triggers at the same time. And guess what? Cha-ching.
True.
Came at the right goddamn time. I say, shit, I may just make a whole bunch of goddamn Terence Crawford shows this week. I know they coming. Come to a whole bunch of Terence Crawford shows this week. And it is what it is. Hey, shout out to Boxer Jim. He said, I tried to tell him, hate so much, you blow up the channel. Matter of fact, and I told him that's what they did to Terence Crawford. They hated Crawford so much that they hated the man to success. The most searched boxer in boxing right now in 2022, December 26, 2022, the most searched boxer online is Terence Bud Crawford, that boy from Omaha, Nebraska.
True.
You look at all of the YouTube channels that hated him so much, they don't even talk about Errol Spence. They talk about Crawford every day. They go to bed talking about Crawford. I hate the nigga dunk. He a dunk. I don't like him. I swear to God, I can't stand him. This and that. You do know you got a net worth of 2 figures, you still broke. I don't care about me still being broke. Oh, that's the whole white nigga Coach Malachi. Yeah, he took a picture of Crawford. Oh, I don't like Coach. I don't like him. Let's pull up on him. Let's threaten him. Let him know we got the Magnum. Let him know we got shooters. Let him know we got to do this, do that. 21st of the month, $4,000 deposited into the account. Google ad revenue. Thank you, Wakanda. I see you guys again this week.
True.
Yeah. Hey, what do you say, Damien? You say coach, but you started off with Wilder. Yeah, I started off with Wilder. That is true. I called Wilder the twerkinator. I called him the twerkinator. I called them, that's when I came over to SLDBC. I called Wilder the twerkinator because he likes to twerk. Shit, my biggest video that I've done so far was the show I did when Tyson Fury knocked Deontay Wilder out. Man, I had 80-some thousand views. 80-some thousand views on that show. I had I think I got 2,000. I had like 2,000 to 2,500 people in the chat that day. Man, I had got so many subscribers off of that. It works. It works. It works. It works. I had pissed off the entire Alphabet Boy community. I pissed off all of the pro PBC guys, all of the Haymanites. I had them so mad that I ended up getting 3,000 new subscribers within a week. I say, damn, I hit lightning in the bottle with this one. I hit lightning in the bottle with this one here, man. God damn. I manipulate these dudes. I manipulate every anti-Terence Crawford YouTube channel. I manipulate you guys. I make your subscribers come see me. I manipulate you. I'm using all of the anti-Terence Crawford YouTube channels that help me. Y'all are helping me. And I'm manipulating you. And I'm telling you I'm manipulating you because I know you are emotionally responsive. I know you have low IQs, just like your subscribers. So I depend on you. Just being honest. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Hey, I'm just being honest, fam. I'm just being honest, fam. He said, what you say? You have to love someone in order to hate them. Hey, man. All I know, what to say, Rebel? You sent me an email. You say, okay. Send me an email. Hey, Ronald just sent it to you. Hey, check it out, Rebel. I'll send it to you right now. Yeah. This all I do. This shit is simple. Once I figure that out, damn, you get more support. With the dudes hating you, then love you. So shit, let me turn out to be the bad guy. I play the bad guy very well. I would say so myself. Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure. I play the bad guy very well. Hold on, guys. I play the bad guy very well. I really do. And one thing I know about Black Americans are very, very emotional. You got a bunch of young Black Americans online. They very emotional. Black folks are emotional. They react off emotion. They very emotional. I say, shit, it's easy to trigger. It's easy to push their buttons. This old, no, you know what we call it in Florida? You's old push button ass nigga. It's very easy for me to push your buttons. I can push your buttons at any time and make you do what I want you to do. Because you're going to get caught up in your emotions. And you're going to react based on how you feel, hate is a strong, powerful emotion. So you hate me so much because you love Errol Spence so much. You love Al Heyman so much. You love the PBC so much that if I attack that way, you're going to give me the energy and the things that I need in order to be successful. You are the rocket that I'm using to launch me off into space. And then when I met Crawford, I had a conversation with him. We chopped it up a little bit, and then got the trying to get him on the show, but then got the picture with him. That just infuriates you even more. This nigga got press credentials. This nigga ringside. How the hell is nigga ringside? I said I was gonna pull up. I said he better not come to the fight. I said I got the Magnum. Oh shit, that nigga, you ain't about that life. How you did that? True. I'm connected now. Ain't that you can do? I'm connected now. And I don't need no alphabet boy community. I don't need no YouTube channel that's been around longer than me, that's on that side of the street. I don't need none of y'all. I did this shit based on my own work ethic and my wit. I just manipulated you to help me. Let's give all the YouTube channels, the anti-Crawford, pro-PBC, the aerosexuals, Haymanites. Let's give all of them guys, alphabet boy community, let's give all of them a round of applause. I couldn't have did it without you. I couldn't have did it without you. Couldn't have did it without you. True. Shout out to True Grit. True Grit, what's going on, fam? It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I gotta get ready to go. You know, I gotta take my son to karate. Gotta take him to karate. Y'all got little Kai. I got little Malachi, man, going to karate, man. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, man. You know, y'all hit me up, man. Y'all cash out True Media Today USA. As a matter of fact, hold on, fam. Hey, he gonna be email. He gonna be email Rebel. He gonna be email Rebel. Hold on. Here you go, right here. True Media USA Boxing at gmail.com. That's my email right there. Y'all check the merch out too, man. We doing a name change on that as well. We doing a name change on that as well. So there you have it, guys. I gave you the game. I told you what I do. He said karate is for the white man, my brother. He said karate is for the white man, my brother. See, one thing I learned about being in the conscious community myself, because I come from the I was in the Nation of Islam. I was in the Nation of Islam, so I understood black people very well. I say, man, I noticed our people was very, very emotional, because I was very emotional. And then I saw that same element over here in boxing. I say, shit, it's very easy for me to pull their triggers. Like this dude right here. He came into the chat, this dude named Dan10. This is a troll. I could probably click on this. And this somebody that got a dummy account. Let's go to his YouTube channel right quick. Let's go to this guy's YouTube channel right quick. This is a dummy account. This might be Fagnon or somebody. How long this guy been around? This guy channel been around since 2010, but he ain't got no content on here. He ain't got no content on there. Yeah, so he'll come over here just to watch me, give me his watch time hours and help me. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. And they'll stay to the duration of the whole show. I have some committed haters. I mean that. You say he cool, coach. He was just trolling. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. I don't know, man. It is what it is, man. If he cool, if he not cool. I prefer him not to be cool. I need some more committed haters. But listen, if you ain't got no hate, you ain't doing your job. If you don't have people who are passionate about their hate, you ain't doing your job. So, I'm just saying, man. Anyways, man, let's go there. You know what time of TI is, man. You ought to know what time of TI is, man.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jermall the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Nello.
Yes, sir.
Who is DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't say
Kid
that.
Capri?
I didn't say
huh?
that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, you know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Yes, sir.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of him in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucker's hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
There ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me?
They say, Coach, do you manipulate the low IQ boxing community, the alphabet boys, the SLDBC, slow learner disability boxing community? Do you manipulate the aerosexual? Did you give them that name? Do you manipulate the Wakandas? I plead the fifth. And I mean it.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Don't you ever forget who brought you the big time boxing.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
I tell you, boy, I would not lose. We ain't taking no L's.
Fuck with your soul and ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already.
It is what it is. When you come over here threatening me, you thinking you look like a gangster, right? Guess what? This is all I see in here. You got shooters, but you ain't shot nobody.
I will break my leg off, up in your ass so far that you be shitting sneaker for a month.
And another thing too, right? It is what it is. Cause I know what you really are.
Smell something, man. You smell something?
I definitely smell something in my hair. I smell pussy.
That's what I smell. And guess what? To all of you Wakandas, aerosexuals, Haymanites, and pro-PBC guys, this is for you.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
It is what it is. I got mind control over Debo. When he come around, I be quiet. When he leave, I go back to talking again.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.
Peace, guys.